Welcome to the Chickadee class. We are a special education classroom for child development services. Today I'll be discussing differentiated strategies for letter awareness and phonemic awareness. I first introduce new letters and letter sounds on Mondays at circle time. The first thing the children do is they find their seat. They all have their picture on it. And one at a time, we come over and they put their picture attached to their name. They point out each letter. We sing the good morning song. But because we are a special education class and we have such a long, pretty large array of abilities, some children, of course, we just find the first letter in their name and then we say them all out. I introduce 4 new concepts a week. Letters, a different letter, a different number, a different shape, and a different color. Because we do have children that are just learning their colors, and we have a few children that can start to sound out words. So, and everything in between. So, differentiated strategies is kind of the name of the game. Normally there would be 4 of these. No, there would be 3 of these, sorry. It's late. There would be a letter, a number, and a shape behind a color. The children have a seat, and I ask them which color this is, and we talk about that. And then this is how we introduce new letters. This is what we call the letter kid. He's the letter T, tired, Trey. I introduce a letter kid for each child who has the corresponding letter. I have a boy named Trey, so he have tired Trey and muscle Max, dancing Danielle, and so on. We talk about the sound, the t sound, and we look through it and we all make that sound a few times. We discuss what starts with the letter T. There's tired, Trey, Teddy, tongue, teeth. And then I ask the children what other words do they know that start with the T sound. And this is the basic introduction to the letter right here for Mondays. This is an activity that we do with our letter kids to help sort of cement home the sound of the letters and to bring us back to what we learned about the week before. So in this scenario, we would have learned about the letter M the previous week, muscle Max, and I put down pictures of some animals. There was a tiger here, but he apparently ran away. Not sure where he went. But we sound out the words monkey, moose, and the children match them to the correct letter kid. So, of course, when we're discussing letters, we have to discuss literacy. So we have a book. This is When Tilly Turtle Came to Tea. It's a must-read if you haven't. And I like to, after the story, we have the children sound out the words. Like, we'll say it and put exaggeration on it, like when Tilly Turtle came to tea. So, and the children will pick up, because there's a lot of repetition. Like it says turtle quite a few times and tiger. So the children will, when they know it's coming, because we'll read this every day, and so they'll sound it out with us. I like to give the children a photocopy of a page so they can take a marker and circle the T. It's only the capital T's again. They won't recognize the lowercase t's. Not at this level anyway. Next, I like to, when we do sign-in where we write our names as a transition activity, I like to give the children one of these. I don't do a lot of worksheets with the preschoolers because I don't feel that's necessarily best practice, but I do like to practice making letters and things like that. This one, I'd cut off the lowercase because that's not what's considered best practice here. But we would have the children write their name on the top, and we would demonstrate how to do the letters. Always start from the top. This is one of our art projects. The week that we are learning about the letter T and the color green is also the week that we are learning about the shape triangles, which, as luck would have it, also starts with a T. So that fits quite nicely. And we have the children do it at our triangle table. More T's. We have different tables with different shapes on them for the purpose of differentiated strategies, so we can group our learners appropriately so they can get the most out of being here. This is another art project dealing with the letter T that we do in the same week. This is Triangle Man. Again, there's our letter T for triangle. This is another example of a corresponding art project that we like to do. We did our letter T during Thanksgiving, so we made some T's that look like turkeys. This is not actually one of the children's turkeys. Those all went home, but they were based off this. And for the more physical learners, we like to take turns making the letter with our body. We also do this for shapes. So one child needs to find a buddy, and they make the letter.